So welcome to the Cockpit Talk podcast. We got a special guest in the building today. Tell the people who you is and where you from, what you do, boss.
My name is John. I'm from East Oakland, Brookfield. I also go by Dr. Fix My Merch, hashtag the Merch Doctor. I'm a clothing designer. I help upcoming brands, create clothing and stuff like that.
So tell us in the beginning, what made you want to be a fashion designer? What made you want to jump in the game of fashion?
And make this long story short, I got tired of spending money on other people's stuff that I always had a dream to do and was just scared to get out there and do. And I got out here and did it. You know what I mean? It's making it happen.
Mm-hmm. And how do it feel that, like you said, you was tired of seeing that? How do it feel when you see other people wearing your stuff now and you out there and you done created it from scratch? And how do that feel, knowing that you work towards that?
Hey, no lie, I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but just by you asking me, man, I get goosebumps. Like, it's an exciting chill to know that, like, cause it been many times, like, just to the youth, like, if you got a dream, no matter what it is, like I'm also a rapper and stuff like that, but if you got a dream, chase it, and that's what the clothing line basically stand for.
Okay.
It's slay to none that have a dream, so. It feel good to know that, somebody else feel the same way. Like, man, what, man, slay to none that haven't been, I feel that. So it's a chill moment, man. It give me goosebumps.
So give us a little bit about the struggle of it and being out there, and because we was just talking earlier to the person who threw this little function, right? Yeah. Like about how, would you accept those 2 months of not getting money for 2 years of not having money? Can you go through that? Can you stand down for that?
Honestly, man, it's a struggle, man. I got 9 kids myself, man.
Okay.
My oldest is a daughter and rest sons. I got 8 sons. So it's a struggle, man. You know what I mean? It do get discouraging a lot of times. Like, prime example, I went to the 420 event, had church, nobody bought nothing. And it was just like, I got likes, but you gotta just stay down, you know what I mean? You gotta keep grinding, man, because you gotta always understand that it's gonna get better later and nothing don't happen overnight. But, like, fast money don't last long. So I would rather take that build up and take that patience and putting in time and effort, because it can't be just about money. Like, I mean, it's all about money for sure, but it gotta be more than that. You gotta have, it gotta be something behind it. Like I said, just to give you an insight about my clothing line, just to the youngsters out there listening, like, I was in jail when I thought about this clothing line, like fighting for my life. And I'm like, man, what can I do to change my ways for me to not come back to the system? How can I use this negative energy and flip it in a positive way, and that's what I did. And so now every time when I make a stamp or put something on the clothing, and if somebody just come like it and look at it, it's like that's always giving me the encouragement, like, okay, I can do this, I can do something right, I can get back to the community and help the community and stuff like that. So for me, that's what it means to me. Is more about the money, it's more about the knowledge, like, damn, I could stay out of jail, I got out of penitentiary, like I was in Wild School, I was supposed to go to fire camp, that's a whole other story, but I got out in 2017, I got off for parole, probation in 2020. So my first time going to jail, I was like 13, and I kid you not, I'm 32 now. I've been on parole probation my whole life. I've never been on parole probation. So for me to, I'm getting chills again, like, for me to get off and break them chains and slay the none, and now that I got this clothing line and man, to slay the none, it really, that's, and I know it's others out there that's, that's thinking like, man, can I do that? Well, what if it don't work? Well, I'm gonna just tell you this, bro, is just, you always gotta have something else going on, something positive to keep you away from the negativity, but just stay down, man. And
I want to ask you a question about how important have it been for you to have a solid lady? Because you could be out here and you could do your thing. You could be a CEO. You could be eating sandwiches by yourself and hustling, and you might love the money. But just on your personal perspective, how do it feel when your partner is motivated in you and she ain't judging you and she just being your cheerleader in your corner? How much do that mean to you as a person and for your brand?
Man, it mean everything. It mean everything to have a strong woman by your side, solid lady by your side. And just. For those out there that's in a relationship, just know I'm married. I'm 3 years married. I got 2 baby mamas and stuff like that. But just know, ain't nothing gonna be perfect. So even when it's rocky, you gotta be able to scale that. Like, just like how you were saying, like, you got to be able to skill where she gonna be here through the thick and thin. So that outweigh the BS when she hit your phone or keep texting you, or you know what I mean? Because you know it's. I know it's hard out there, but just know it's a good feeling to know somebody got your back for sure. So.
And the last question is, give us some of that financial advice, because you done been behind them walls. So when you get out and you touch that 20 or that 15, what advice would you give to the youth? What should they do with it?
Hey, basically, like, you know, if only got 20, no matter if it's $20, 200, whatever it is, 2,000. Me, I'm putting at least 80% up of that. For those out there that ain't quick with percentages and shit like that, because I ain't graduated from high school either. So if I got 20,000 or $20 or $200, I'm at least putting up out to $20. I'm putting up 15 and get something to eat with 5, and trying to figure out how I could flip it. You know, I'm not gonna say flip it with 15, like me, like, so I do have a clothing line, and you know, I don't know who might be watching this, but a lot of y'all might be like, man, that's John the mobile mechanic. Like, so a lot of y'all know me as working on your car. So I would say try to learn some game, how to. It's a you got to think about how my uncle told me, it's supply and demand. You know what I mean? Or demand and supply. I might be saying that backwards, but you know, everybody gonna need cars. You know, so. I wouldn't say get a job, because me, like, I gotta, even though I'm off parole probation, it's hard to get a job. I got Class A license and everything, but it's just, you gotta figure something out to, man, sometimes, man, we gotta hustle, man. I'm gonna say for what it is, but try to do something positive. Try to use that hustle mentality positive. Even stocks, man, get in the stocks, you know what I mean? Get in the stocks. I tell you right now, good stocks are Six Flags. You know, just check out the history and check where it's at right now.
So flying out, you know, when somebody meets you or they see this interview or they go to your Instagram, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to know about you?
Man, basically, like, you know, just one that, man, how Pac basically said it the best, man, the rose that came from the concrete, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I didn't come from a silver spoon, like I said, man, I'm John from Brookfield. Like, I done been through all type of shit. I done been in and out of jail multiple times trying to figure it out. You know, and now I learned how to better myself. So when it's all said and done, and you feel me, when they closing the curtains on me, like, you know what I'm saying, I just want it to be known as just, you know, he the one that been through something from the negative and flipped it. Like, you know, I ain't never told on nobody, ain't never did no weird shit or none of that. Like, I stood on 10 toes. I didn't really been in the streets and all that. Like, you feel me? I didn't really ran with the everything. Like, but I learned none of that shit don't matter, bro. Like, it don't matter, bro. None of that shit don't matter, bro. It's about how to better yourself, bro. And over time, like I said, I got 9 kids, man. I got 8 sons and 1 daughter. So my legacy to my sons and to y'all is, man, no matter what you going through, bro, just know, bro, the shit gonna always be greater later, man. You know what I'm saying? And just keep your head up, you know what I'm saying? And positivity, man, you know what I'm saying?
We appreciate you coming in here. Thank you for your time, man, and more blessings to you.
So, and by the way, man, if y'all wanna, you know, learn some more game, I need some youngsters to help me work on cars. Man, summertime coming up.
Tell them how to contact you.
So y'all can get at my IG. It's Loyal1 Clothing, Loyal, the #1 clothing. Or you can get at my other page, Dr. Fix My Merch, hashtag the Merch Doctor. And those that need a mobile mechanic, or you know, if it's a youngster that's really serious and you trying to learn some game, how to work on a car, I take you under my wing for about like 30, 45 days. And, you know, give you enough game. Hit my cell phone number, you know, this is direct line, 510-599-5568. I'm a mobile mechanic through the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? So, pieces to the heart, you know what I mean? Blessings.
Thank you.